Hi everyone and welcome to the channel of Legal Humming. This is me Deshana Jain, and in this video we are going to talk about case briefing. Now case briefing is as simple as making tea for yourself. But अगर पता ही नहीं है कि टी को 4 steps में बनाया जा सकता है तो वो हमेशा tough ही लगेगा. For case briefing it goes the same way. If you don't know that the case briefing is as simple as making it into 3 steps, it will seem hard to you. Now, if you ask me, case briefing is the most easiest legal document which you can make. I mean, you just have to search on one single case. If you have to write a legal article, you have to go for an entire process of research. But for case briefing, it's literally one case which you have to research on. Now this video is very special because I am not just gonna guide you through the process of making a case brief, but I'm actually gonna work on it along because I have to work on a case brief. So I'll do that in this video while I guide you with the same. So let's get started with the video. Okay, so the body of the case briefing involves 3 important elements. First one is to analyze the issues or the facts of the case. Second one is to analyze the judgments. And third is to write down the rationale. What all is included in these 3 elements, we shall discuss it on the later part. But first, let's move on to the very important aspect of writing a case briefing. That is to carry on a research. Now here comes a star point for making out your research. While you carry out your research, you should know it in your mind already who is your target audience. I mean, are you writing your case brief for your college assignment or for your mentor advocate which you are working under in an internship, or you are writing a case brief for your own making of notes? Okay, so here is my screen. The left side which I am displaying from here to here, it is something which was written by me, and the right side I have taken it down from the internet. I take no credits of the same. So I discussed it earlier that there are 3 aspects, the 3 elements of writing a case brief. That is first the issues, then the judgment, and then the rationale. So for example, I have written the heading case brief, I have written the name of the case, and there was one more name or the common name which was given by it. So for example, in this case it was the Testa River Treaty. So I wrote it down, and on the right side again you can see the name of the case was written. I started by writing the background first, and in the right side you can see instead of writing the word background they have written summary. So it's the same process and the same thing. Either you write the background or the summary. Now what do you write down in a background? So you in background you have to just mention what were the main elements which were involved in a case. For example, the left one you see, it was an arbitration case, and so it had the parties India and Bangladesh, and there were a factor of river. So now I have written all the aspects of that river, the involvement of the prime minister and the treaty involved, everything about that in this background. So as you can see, this is the background. Same here in the summary, it is the same thing. You have to write down what actually happened. You can note it down in a short manner. Now comes the issues and the conflicts. And if I display this side again, you have the issues of the case. So you write down all the issues point wise. So in this right one you can see there are all the bullets like 1, 2, 3 and 4, all the issues of the same, and here also I have done the same, 1, 2 and so on. So you can write the issues in such manner. You can write it in bullets so as to make it look more engaged and more mess free, if I would say. So this is how you can write the issues and the conflicts. So yes, you can write the issues. Now moving on, you can write the issues in detail. So in my case briefing, for example, this was the issue, importance of Tista by both the nations. So I have written all and every aspect of the issue in this point itself. In the right one here, the writer has written the issues first and then they have explained it one by one. So whatsoever manner you find it comfortable and good to write with, you can do the same. So they have like mentioned all the points in detail now, and so here I have also done the same. For example, in this arousal of the conflict point, I have even made further bullets and I have made further points for the same sub points. So for example, in the same issue I have written the arguments and the reasoning. And then because it was an arbitration case, I have written all the negotiation points. So for example, if you have a case briefing which you have to do for the arbitration case, you can write all the negotiations. Now in negotiation, what do you have to write? You just have to mention what were all the negotiations made one by one. You can explain them in brief. Of course, it's a case brief, so you have to write down all the case briefs that were taken under the negotiations. For example, negotiation on the establishment of the Joint River Commission. This is what it was saying. So I have written all the points which were negotiated in that point, and it was in a very brief manner. As you can see, like the bullets, they are literally of one line, one statement. So yes, this is what you can do. Now moving further, you can write the challenges. If you are taking, this is what I have done, like if you are writing a arbitration cases, you can write the challenges. Now what you can write in challenges is that what were the aspects, of course there were two parties which were not in the court, they will argue in the arbitration process, right? So what were the challenges, how were the parties convinced, everything you can write down in the challenges. So this is what I have done in challenges. And then you can write the final conclusion, as you can see here on the right side, conclusion. Then what was the conclusion of the judgment? That is what the rationale is all about. So the third point, rationale, will cover the conclusion, why the judgment was made, what were the aspects you think, why the judgment would have taken in that manner, like why that certain party got that punishment or anything, you can write in conclusion. So this is how you write a case brief. And for example, in my case brief, I told you I had to mention about the river. I also attached the annexure of the map of those rivers joining in, so that my mentor who was needing the case brief could even understand it in a better manner. And so that's it, you guys. This is how you write a case brief. If you have any doubts, you can leave them below in the comments section, and so I could clear it out and we can discuss it further as well. So I hope you found it very interesting, very easy to write, and now you can write a case brief very easily. All the best if you do that. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you found this video helpful. Thank you so much, guys. This is me, Deshana Jain, signing off now. Bye.